Hey guys, Steven here from Just Jacobs, and today I've got another triathlon video for you guys because this weekend it's Outlaw X Half in Nottingham at Thoresbry Park, and that's on the Sunday. Tonight is Friday, so I'm just doing a little bit of carbo loading, and I've just finished getting all my kit ready to pack in the car, ready to drive up to Nottingham tomorrow. So I'm going to take you through all my kit so you guys can see everything I need. Always when I pack my kit, I always realise there's something I've missed, and there's a lot more you need for a triathlon than you probably realise. So I'll take you through my kit so you can see what I would take on a normal race weekend. Right, so you can see I've got all my kit set up, and there's a lot of it. So I'll probably take you through most of it, not all of it, because some stuff you just don't want to see. But I'll take you through the various bits of kit I use and what brands and kit I like to race with. So, race bike, you can see set up. I've got that serviced today with a new chain, so it definitely needed a new one. So hopefully that's a few extra watts. I'll try and hold the stuff up, you might not be able to see. Race belt, numbers, helmet numbers, all ready to go. So you can see I'm number 170. Swim hat, chip, goes around your ankle. Outlaw sent all those in the post so that obviously it makes race day and checking in a lot easier, and obviously easier to keep that social distancing. We've got goggles. I like to have a spare pair, you never know what happens to the other pair. Got my running shoes, got the lock laces on them ready to go for that faster transition. Gloves, in case it's cold on the run. Obviously we're end of September racing, so it's important that I've got a few bits to keep warm. Hence I've got a rain jacket and some waterproofs in case it's cold on the bike. Also got arm warmers, quick, easy to put on, but are going to keep me warm on the bike because I'm not very good in the cold, and I'm worried about getting cold, especially on the bike coming out of the swim and the wind chill. So hoping that's not going to be too bad and that's not going to be a factor. Socks, I wear my ankle socks on both the bike and the run. I've got my Hillenden triathlete suit, and I've got a beanie. Everyone wears a beanie at triathlon events in the morning to keep their head warm and to keep my ears warm as well. Pump, there's normally lots of track pumps on the day, but it's just I like to have my own. If I want to take it out the evening before or before I check it in for a quick spin, it's nice to do that. Yeah, so I've also got skipping rope, you might ask. I like to have a skipping rope because it helps me warm up in the morning. It's a good full body workout to get you going, wake you up, a little bit of coordination as well. But I find that really helps me going in the morning, especially before the swim where you need to get your arms warmed up as well. So it's really easy in the warm up just to run, do some strides or whatever, and neglect the arms. So I find that's really useful. Nutrition. So I'll probably have one bottle with some SIS electrolyte tablets. And then I'll just have probably some squash in here in my hydration on the front of the bike. I've also got SIS gels. I like the orange ones, but I'm stuck with tropical, but I don't mind. Generally, I like SIS gels. I think they're brilliant. We're hopefully going to have 3 on the run and 5 or 6 on the bike, depending on how I feel and how much nutrition I take. Because nutrition-wise, in my little pouch I'm going to put on the front for all my nutrition, I'm going to have some flapjacks, and I've also got some caramel waffles as well, which I really like. And I just find they're both really easy to eat when you're going for it on the bike, so that's brilliant. I've got bike computer, keep track of my watts. I'm hoping I'm going to do 190, 200 watts, so just over 3 watts per kilogram for the whole ride. Last year I did 200. I did what did I do? 2 hours 38 on the bike. I'm hoping to get near that. It is 1.5 miles long, the bike, and slightly different bike course, I believe. So hopefully around that time will be great. I've also got some Coke, which you can probably see in the background. I'm going to put that in this bottle. I'll show you quickly, which folds. It's my other half's. I stole it off her. I think it's brilliant. Easy to carry, light. I can tuck it into my tri-suit, and I'm going to fill it with Coke for extra sugar and caffeine on the run. So brilliant that it's easy to carry. I've got my standout triathlon towel. I don't think they're going to be putting stuff in bags. I think it's going to be laid out on the floor, spread out, keeping the social distancing, doing all of that stuff. We've got my new laser helmet. Showed you that in my last TT event. So I've worn it once or twice, and looking forward to see if it makes any difference in the race. And I just like the visor on the front, rather than having some actual shades on your face that get sweaty and get in the way. It's nice to have the visor on there already. I've got my Mavic shoes, triathlon shoes. I'm going to attach these to the bike on the day and hopefully do a professional mount, jump on, clip them in, flying mount, do all of that stuff. Flip-flops, because I hate walking on stones down to the triathlon start, so little essential those. And last thing, my new 2XU wetsuit. I say new, I've worn it twice, and it's a great fit, comfy, and much better quality material, and much quicker than my old one. One, because I'm not wearing a parachute, and two, just because it's lovely. So looking forward to wearing that. I'm definitely going to be quicker wearing this. So hopefully the swim, getting hopefully under half an hour would be an ideal swim for me. And then on the run, to give you an idea of what I'm looking to do over the weekend, if I can do a 128, the best I've done on a half is a 127. So if I can get 128 or under 128, that'll be brilliant off of hopefully a strong bike. So we'll see how we go. Hey guys, it's Saturday morning before the race, and I'm just taking the bike out for a quick spin just to make sure it's working nicely after the servicing, there's no problems, and to shake out the legs as well, just to get them going, loosen them up a little bit so I'm not too sluggish for tomorrow's race. So let's get out there. Hi, we've arrived at Thoresbry Park. I'm just heading down to transition now to get our bike checked in. We're allowed to go back to the bike in the morning, so I'll be doing that, putting all my nutrition on it then, so it's just literally getting rid of the bike. And you can probably see in the background here, we've got Tim Don. He's racing. Alistair Brownlee's down as well, so it'll be interesting to see if he's racing too. So see you in transition. Just walking through transition, racking my bike now. I'm right down the end and got the face mask on, so you probably can't see any of my facial expressions. Brilliant this is. I'm all racked, ready to go for the morning. We'll pop in the morning and put on my nutrition and get everything ready to go. And I just hope it's not as windy on the day tomorrow. Hopefully you can hear it now. and I'm in transition. It's 6:30 and it's freezing, and I had to get up at 5 o'clock. That's what I love about doing triathlons. I've probably got about 3.5 hours sleep because I'm not a good sleeper, but I don't feel too bad. The adrenaline's kicking in, and we're starting at 7:10, so looking forward to getting going. Swim has been cut down to 750 meters, so hopefully I can get under 12 minutes for that and out onto the bike. Plenty of extra layers today to keep myself warm, because I do not want to get hypothermic on the bike and then have a bad run. So see you guys out there. Well done, Steven! Come on, Steven! Sunday night, just got back from Thoresbry Park in Nottingham, and as you can see, I finished the race, got my t-shirt, also got my finisher's medal as well. It was an eventful one today, which I'll take you through in a minute, but I'd like to say thank you to Outlaw for putting the race together. It's a really well organised event and really nice to be racing again. I think they did an excellent job of keeping everyone social distancing and put on an excellent event for everybody. And it was just nice to have an event at the end of the year, so all that training everyone has done hasn't gone to waste. So well done if you finished and completed the event. The PTO were also supporting the event today, and that helped to draw a really strong British field, both male and female, to an Outlaw event. I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can go and check those results out. Sorry I couldn't get more footage. It was difficult for Lauren to get some video of me doing the event because some areas were restricted because of the social distancing. But all in all, about the event, Outlaw did a great job of making it a social distancing event and making it all work for everybody. As I mentioned earlier, the swim was shortened to 750 meters because of the air temperature, and I think overnight the lake was quite cool and reduced in temperature. I think in the morning it was maybe just below 13, so it was pretty cold. My performance, I had probably one of the worst races I've ever had. Very disappointed with how I got on, and I was disappointed because it didn't show my level or current level of fitness. And obviously I've trained all year and my training numbers have been excellent, and I didn't quite show it. So the swim, I made it about 800 meters. Obviously everyone's watch makes it a little bit different, and I swam just under 13. Swim was probably my best bit of the day, although I swam easy for the first 200 meters because the first couple of minutes, because we had to jump straight in and go. So the first couple of minutes, I just trying to get my breath, you're a little bit sort of gasping for air. And once you got going, although it's cold, it was okay, your body started to warm up, and I got going, and I probably went past about 8 or 10 people, so, and no one overtook me, so it was a really, really good swim. Took an extra few minutes in transition, leaning onto the bike, just to make sure that I was nice and warm. So I put an extra couple of layers on, arm warmers. I even had some marigold gloves to keep my hands warm and keep the temperature in my hands, which I was glad I did, because it wasn't very nice to cycle, and if you're cold in that first part of the bike, it will ruin your run. So that was really good. Bike wise, it was really windy. I was 17 minutes slower than last year, so I didn't have a really good bike, although my power numbers were actually what I wanted. I did about 205 watts, something around there. I didn't quite start my watch at the right time, but that was really good. So that was about 3.2, sort of getting up to 3.3 watts per kilogram. So really happy with my performance. I did, however, have an accident on the bike. I had a car that was road raging on me, swearing at me, and I tried to sort of get out of the way, move to the side quickly. I turned my handlebars a bit sharply, the wind took the wheel, and I went straight over the handlebars. So I don't know if you can see, I've got it all bandaged up. I landed on my shoulder and my elbow. I've got some cuts on my legs and ankles as well. But apart from that, luckily, nothing is broken. It's just a few flesh wounds, so that's not too bad. And after that, I finished the bike and I finished the race. I've got my medal, and you can see I've got my Outlaw Finishers t-shirt on. I just kind of did a steady run. I didn't want to smash myself. I wasn't really feeling up for it. So all in all, not a great race. My legs didn't feel good, and yeah, it just wasn't my day today. I think lesson I've learned from today is don't do any races in September. I am not a good racer in the cold weather. I prefer to race in the heat. Obviously I'm quite small and I don't have a lot of body mass. Don't weigh much, so my body doesn't keep the heat in very well. It dissipates a lot of the heat, so I'm quite good in the hot weather, not so good in the cold, and I really struggle when I get onto the run. I feel like my body's seizing up, so I'll try and stick to doing maybe just running in September, October, and stick to the triathlons more sort of summertime, early or late spring, just to make sure that I'm maximising performance with the events that I choose. You know, I'm always keen to race, but I want to maximise those performances as much as possible. So all in all, didn't show my performance. I was very disappointed. I've got a marathon next week, which hopefully I'm going to film and hopefully show my current level of fitness. I'm going to go for 3 hours for that marathon, my first sub 3 hour marathon. That is the goal. I believe I can do it if I have a good race, you know, but we'll see how we go. That's going to be the goal. Times wise, I will put all my definite times when I've had a look through the results properly on the screen, but it was roughly, like I said, just under 13 for the swim. I did 2:58 for the bike, and I think I did 1:39 for the run. You know, I could have got a little bit more out on the run. I would have been wrecked and it would have been fairly pointless because I wasn't in the mood to run fast. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully there's some footage of me doing the event and you get an idea of what it's all about, and hopefully we're going to do a good time next week at the marathon, going for that sub 3 hour. So see you guys in the next one.